Alright guys, so we came to Tauro. I'm a big steak guy. I love steak. So we came to Tauro here with Cristian, executive chef. He's only 25 years old. This place is absolutely beautiful. Everybody's talking about it. There's not a lot of steakhouses here in Colombia. So I'm super excited because it's a lot of imported meats. He dry ages his own meats. So we're excited. Let's go eat. Let's go check out with Cristian. So I'm here with the executive chef of Tauro. This man is only 25 years old. He's worked for some of the top restaurants here in Colombia. The guy has big goals, big dreams, big aspirations. It gets me excited seeing him and talking to him because it reminds me a lot of me when I was younger, which was a long time ago. No, I'm kidding. It was, so Cristian here has one of the top steakhouses here in the country. It's called Tauro, and it's amazing. It's about 180, 200 person seat. He comes from one of the best restaurants in the world, a Colombian restaurant. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Comencé a mis 14 años lavando platos, alistando cosas en la cocina. Mi vieja me inculcó mucho la cocina. Ya trabajaba en un restaurante del barrio, yo le iba ayudando. Comencé con el amor con la cocina, todo fue fluyendo.
This guy started at 14 years old. His mom was a cook. His mom was a chef, so she worked at very humble beginnings. She worked at a local restaurant from the town they're from, and he started at 14 years old, kind of cooking with his mom, working in the restaurants here and there. And then he started kind of liking it. He says from there he went backpacking, kind of to find what he really wanted to do, whether it was architecture, drawing is what he said, and then or was it the food, and then that's where we're at. Okay.
Vengo de algo muy psicorrígido, estricto, muy perfeccionista, muy cuadriculado.
Sí.
Que lo veo muy bien porque digamos esto es un arte y te dedico a tratarlo como tal.
Total.
Vengo acá, me empapo de toda esta cuestión del Steakhouse, doy mis puntos de opinión, mis puntos de vista, se llega a un acuerdo con los dueños y montamos el concepto que ya era como para compartir y para realzar no tanto la carne importada sino un poco más, irnos a la técnica que utilizamos acá, que es una técnica de dry age.
The technique he does here, which is dry aging, which is very popular in the United States, but not here in Colombia. Colombia is not a lot. I haven't seen it a lot.
Muy poca la gente que utiliza esta técnica.
Very few, yeah. And it's complicated. No fácil.
El concepto que acá queremos manejar es algo para compartir, para que se sienta a gusto a la gente.
Okay, cool.
Cerrar un negocio, venir los domingos acá es latino. Ponen salsa.
Cool.
Algo más como para compartir en familia.
Bring people together. So the concept is very much sharing. Me imagino que el steak, instead of getting one steak, you guys kind of slice it so everybody kind of picks at it. It's very businessy. He says a lot of business deals are done here. A lot of politicians, a lot of executives, business people, and family as well. So it's a good place to share. I mean, the decoration is amazing. It's beautiful. It's clean cut. And I do feel like I'm in a steakhouse, you know? So tell me a little bit about the dry aging. So the process, and tell me a little bit more. What's dry age?
Es una maduración controlada bajo humedad y temperatura. También tenemos que es una sal del Himalaya que nos ayuda a recoger todos los jugos, o sea, a secar la carne un poco y romper las fibras como tal.
Okay, so with temperature and humidity, so you're playing a little with temperature, humidity, and then they use a Himalayan salt. When you put salt on top of the steak, what tends to happen is that it absorbs and it dries. It dries up the beef a little bit to take away the moisture. The place is unbelievable, man. I can't wait. Like, I'm excited about, like, I gotta show you the age box where he has his cooler. They're aging some, they're gonna turn this into another to age more beef. Local, which I love. So they're going for 5 months, the restaurant's being open, and it's packed. We came at a time where it's gonna start getting crazy, so we're excited, man. Thank you. Gracias por tenerme acá, man. I'm excited to try the food, dude. So let's eat. So this is Colombian sausage. So it's done locally. with an emulsified butter on the bottom, a sauce. It has cassava, and then the cassava, he says, is steamed. And then this is in a guarapo sauce. Guarapo sauce is panela, which is kind of like raw sugar. So you have some of the sweetness from the raw sugar, which goes awesome. And that chorizo is amazing. Muy bueno chorizo, huh? Wow, very, very good. So you have yuca, or cassava is how we call it, which is very, very local. And then he does some pickled onions, which is a small little, kind of like archipolini onions. They call ocañera, ¿cierto? Ocañera, which is what they call them here. Amazing, amazing. Pickled onions, and then he has like pea shoots for a garnish. And the portions are big enough, like he says. He likes people to come and share, which is a perfect entree, a perfect appetizer to get started. This cocktail comes in the horn, Tauro. It's kind of printed on there. Looks absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. So we drink it from the horn. So you have a little smokiness to it. Wow, that's good. That's very good. I think it's a whiskey cocktail. So they have a variety of different cocktails here. Usually when the Steakhouse, he was telling me that like this part orders a lot of wine and whiskey, and then on the other part they go more for the cocktails. So let's dig into this carpaccio. This carpaccio looks amazing. I'm gonna leave the best for last. It's beef tartare. I haven't had beef tartare in a while, so I'm super excited about that. So here, it's national, it's local beef. Kind of just slices it. Looks beautiful. It has some mustard grain. He has bacon on it. He has some corn, Parmesan cheese. It looks awesome. So I'm gonna have some by itself, and then I'm gonna have it with a little piece of bread. So let me see. See that? So I'm gonna have it with the bread. It's awesome. So you got a lot of flavors going on there. I mean, it's a carpaccio, kind of like on steroids. So you have the mustard grain. You have a little of the crunchiness from the nuts, the kind of that fat from the bacon, which is awesome, and some of the Parmesan, and just these leaves. And this bread is also like a little different because it's a little softer than normal, and it's fucking great. It goes really, really, really well. I think it was almost a perfect balance once I put everything together. So I'm gonna have a little, just kind of everything. The mustard grains was awesome, and the thing is that the beef is from here. It's from Colombia. So the flavor, I mean, it's awesome. Now we're gonna dig into this because I haven't had beef tartare in a long time. And here with the egg, I think it's pretty ballsy here in Colombia. I'm gonna ask him if he sells it a lot. But this is amazing. So you kind of just mix everything, let the egg kind of go in there, you know? So it's got some chives in there, it's got some radish in there. So we just kind of mix it all together. Man, this is also local beef, which I'm excited about. And then there's a combination here, which is local and also imported. What he's saying is typically it's diced And then this is a little more chunky. So there's a little between brunoise and cut in squares, which is kind of cool. Also, the ambience is starting to kick in. It's starting to be real cool. They put the DJ on. People are starting to roll in. It's 6, getting into 7 o'clock. So it's awesome. Man, so typically the tartare is literally raw beef. The egg kind of composes and puts it together. It usually has a little bit of citrus and chives, a little bit of onions and capers usually, and that's pretty much it. That's your beef tartare. So this one's actually, it's phenomenal. This is absolutely your typical steakhouse, guys. We got some fries, perfectly fried, can't go wrong. So we have this absolutely beautiful T-bone steak that's it's dry aged here, and it's actually local beef. So I'm super excited about this. And then we have an imported ribeye. It's medium. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna dig into this one first, which you can't go wrong with. How beautiful these knives are. Again, Angus, they use Angus here. Super tender, perfectly cooked. It's like meat, it's medium. I asked him, cook it how you want everybody to eat it. He's like, a good steak should be eaten medium. They have some of the side, which is a pasta. So there's one of the house sides. Go ahead and have some of this. Some Parmesan, looks like bacon. Pomodoro, got some onions in there, some sauteed onions. It's got some shaved beef, so some penne pasta. So this is a New York strip. I'm excited about this. So look how beautiful this is. They dry age it in-house, 30 to 35 days. So you have a little bit of that flavor of the aging, which I absolutely love. Here, like he's saying, it's creating culture, educating the people that it's not that the beef is bad, it's just different, and it's so the T-bone steak, you have kind of the New York strip, which is on the top part of the bone, and then on the bottom is the tenderloin. So that's what's comprised of the kind of the T-bone steak. So I'm gonna have another piece of that. Perfectly cooked. He has a Josper in the kitchen, which is he can cook any of these steaks in about 10 to 15 minutes, which is unheard of. But because the Josper oven is very special, they brought it in from Europe, and it can cook the steak at a very, very high heat, a very high temperature, and it holds it. So this is how we can get 200 people out here very, very fast. Get the food out quick. The food came out super quick. And I mean, just what a great steak. I mean, I almost like the local aged one better than the imported one. And I got some fries. Can't go wrong. And then, so they brought another cocktail. So this cocktail is super, super cool. It's actually a beet ice cube. So the ice cube is red and it goes melting and it goes changing the color of the cocktail. So it's got salt. I think it's a whiskey base also. Man, great damn cocktail. It's my kind of cocktail. Almost like a margarita, but different. We just finished eating some of the best steak I've had here in Colombia. That dry age was absolutely unbelievable. And it's kind of like what I was talking to Chef Cristian. There's not really a lot of steakhouses here in Colombia. And I think, like I was telling him, Colombia and Bogota need an amazing steakhouse. And I think he hit it on the bone. Cristian, you're a rock star. Thanks for inviting me. Fucking love the cocktails. The cocktails were amazing. Guys, you guys gotta come to Tauro. This place is awesome. Come look for Cristian. He's kicking ass. Have some cocktails. They just got the live band going, which just pumped up. This place is super packed. Guys, Tauro, till next time.